Welcome to Blueprint Brunswick. Brunswick County's Planning and Parks and Recreation departments have teamed up for an exciting joint project. Over the next 12 months, we will be crafting two new plans, a comprehensive land use plan and a Parks and Recreation master plan. And we want you to be part of the process. As an initial step in kicking off Blueprint Brunswick, we want to provide an overview of the process. In this brief presentation, we also aim to answer your questions about the steps. We want you to know what to expect along the way. More importantly, we want to know about your expectations. So at the end, we have a couple of questions for you, as we'd like to find out what you hope to accomplish with this process and what your ideas are for the future. First, a little bit about planning. As I said, we will be crafting two new plans. These plans will guide future growth, decisions, and investments in infrastructure and services within Brunswick County. The two plans will complement each other. The Comprehensive Land Use Plan will address several topics, including parks and recreation at a very general level. It will inform the Parks and Recreation Master Plan, which will delve into the details about facilities and programs. The Comprehensive Land Use Plan will be equally focused on aspects of the county that should be conserved and opportunities for future development. For example, conservation of the county's natural resources will be considered as areas for future jobs and housing are delineated. The vision for future land use that emerges through the process will be implemented in part by investments in the support systems and services, such as utilities and parks, which the plan will also address. In North Carolina, our general statutes give local governments the authority to plan for the future of their jurisdictions. The plans developed for each town, city, and county are policy guides. They provide a foundation for the regulations, and they also inform decisions about public investments in infrastructure and services. A common point of confusion is the difference between plans and zoning. The distinction is an important one. To be clear, plans are policy guides. They do not have the force of law. Plans establish a vision for the future that is reflective of the community's expectations. The vision can and should be represented by both a map of the future development pattern and supporting conceptual illustrations of future development. Plans are implemented through a variety of tools. One of those tools is the zoning ordinance, which does have the force of law. Zoning puts into place the rules to be followed as property is developed or redeveloped. Such rules should be consistent with the intent of the adopted plan. There are about 6 objectives of all community planning processes and the resulting plans that we consider benefits to the community. The first is framing the issues and opportunities. By defining them, we can create a snapshot of what's happening today so everyone can move forward with purpose. We can then focus on what we want for the future of the community. We need a clear view of that future condition. We can all move in the same direction if we're working toward a shared vision. The plan, which will have detailed recommendations and implementation strategies, should serve as a guide in all decision making. This is especially important when town leaders are faced with decisions about development approvals and the use of tax revenue for capital investments, such as utilities to support desired development or parks and other public amenities to improve the quality of life in the community. The plan should also have everyone singing from the same sheet of music, so to speak. By communicating what the community wants and how to achieve it, all department and partner agencies can coordinate efforts to maximize available resources. When pursuing grants, the adopted plan can increase chances of obtaining funding. It can strengthen the application by demonstrating the town's commitment to specific improvements. And finally, the plan is a step toward compliance with state statutes. Among other things, an up-to-date plan is required as a foundation for local land development regulations such as zoning. Soon, the town will be subject to the new requirements of 160D.
Parks and Recreation Master Planning is a comprehensive process that provides guidance and policy direction for Brunswick County decision makers. The recreation planning process will describe the county's goals and vision for the recreation system, individual parks, open spaces, recreation facilities, trails, and recreation programming in context of community needs, anticipated population growth, available resources, and county level of service goals. The recreation planning process includes community engagement and an assessment of community recreation needs, as well as evaluation of feasible options. Proposals and recommendations will guide the development of a strategic action plan and budget recommendations for current and long-term phase development projects and improvements. The Parks and Recreation Master Plan process allows decision makers to prioritize resource allocation decisions for new facilities, improvement projects, programs, and services in a manner that is fiscally responsible, environmentally secure, and publicly supported with consensus from community stakeholders. The Parks and Recreation Master Plan will guide the delivery of county parks and recreation services through a viable implementation plan to better serve the public with programs and activities in a manner consistent with the county comprehensive plan and policy agenda.
The most common uses of the plan are for development approvals, marketing, and investment decisions. As we discussed previously, the plan informs decisions about development and redevelopment. It also serves as a compelling marketing tool, conveying the opportunities to potential investors. This is especially important in retaining and attracting employers and their employees. Through the plan, the county can instill confidence so folks will choose to live here and locate businesses within the community. Some of that confidence is built with the implementation of the plan. You're not just saying what you will do, but with the investments in infrastructure, services, amenities, and so on, you're demonstrating your commitment to the plan and to improving the quality of life in the community. The planning process is a sequence of steps that include meetings and key milestones along the way. The steps take us from discovery to plan development to plan adoption. Throughout the process will be several opportunities for community input. We offer a variety of ways for citizens, business and property owners, and other stakeholders to share ideas in each phase of the project. There are several milestones along the way. The inventory and analysis will be completed during the initial discovery phase, giving us a snapshot of Brunswick today. From this, we will craft a set of aspirational, achievable goals that will guide the development of the vision plans. Recommendations will be drafted that will put the county on a path to realize the visions. Action plans will define the initial set of steps to begin plan implementation, and the final documents will be prepared for adoption. The Community Engagement Program is multifaceted, intended to involve citizens and other stakeholders to ensure the plan is developed adequately and addresses the needs and desires of the Brunswick County community. Whether online or in person, we want all who participate in the process to share ideas in a way that is most comfortable. From informal drop-ins to design workshops, a variety of meetings can be hosted to get the word out, share ideas, and gather opinions. We are being mindful of the challenges of COVID-19, so such meetings will be held in accordance with the safety guidelines issued by the state. Some meetings will even be held outside. Masks and hand sanitizer will be provided, and meetings will be set up for safe distancing. We will also conduct virtual meetings, including some that offer live presentations along with live polling and chats. Pre-recorded presentations like this one can be accompanied by brief surveys so we can share information and get the feedback we need. In addition to online options, the county will utilize other means to share information and receive feedback. For example, staff will distribute paper surveys that can be mailed back to the county. Also, the county will tap into utility department, public school, and church communications. The Meeting in a Box tool is a popular one. With it, we provide individuals an opportunity to host their own input sessions with their families, book clubs, church groups, and classrooms. We look forward to hearing from you. Now, we'd like to take a few minutes to find out what success looks like to you. As we kick off this project, we'd like to get your thoughts. You probably had one or two key objectives of your own in mind. What were they? What are your expectations for the plans? What do you think the plans should do for the county? If you had to name one thing that should be true about the county 10 to 20 years from now, what would that be? We hope you will stay involved. Please visit our website periodically to find upcoming activities, answer surveys, and review or download important information. Feel free to contact staff, send us an email, or give us a call. And thanks for joining us in this important initiative.